Good day everyone, I'm the reporter of Chapter 19, The Cost of Capital for Foreign Projects. By the end of this lesson, the student should be able to know how corporate and country characteristics influence the cost of capital for multinational cases. To analyze a firm's capital structure, to know the relationship between the managerial cost of capital and foreign investment analysis. The weighted average cost of capital is a weighted average of the component costs, the cost of debt, the cost of preferred stock, and the cost of equity. The weighted average cost of capital is normally used as the firm's cost of capital for a number of reasons. This also represents the average cost to attract investors, whether they are bondholders or stockholders. The calculation weights the cost of capital based on how much debt and equity the company uses, which provides a clear handle rate for international project or potential acquisition. So, K equals S over B plus S, KE plus B over B plus S, KT. K is the weighted average cost of capital, KE is the cost of equity, KT is the after-tax cost of debt, B is the market value of the firm's debt, S is the market value of the firm's equity. Nay duha ka component ang cost of capital, the cost of equity and the cost of debt. Cost of equity is a method for calculating the cost companies incur ensuring that products meet quality standards, as well as the cost of producing goods that fail to meet quality standards. Cost of equity is also the return that a company requires for an investment or project, or the return that an individual requires for an equity investment. The formula used to calculate the cost of equity is either the dividend capitalization model or the CEPM or the capital asset pricing model. So here's the formula. KT equals D1 over P plus G, where D1 is the expected dividends per share to be paid at the end of 1 year. P is the current market price per share. G is the annual dividend growth rate. The second component of cost of capital is the cost of debt. The explicit cost of debt for a firm may be defined as the discount rate that equates the net proceed of the debt issue with the present value of the interest and principal payment. It is also the interest expense you pay on any and all loans your business has taken out. The formula is KT equals KI 1 minus T. Next is the appropriate cost of capital. It refers to the return a company expect on a specific investment to make it worth the expenditure of resources. In other words, the cost of capital determines the rate of return required to pursue investors to finance a capital budgeting project. They have three choices in deciding their subsidiary cost of capital. The first one is the cost of capital to the parent company. The second one is the cost of capital to the subsidiary. And the last one is some weighted average of the two. The optimum capital structure is defined as the combination of debt and equity that yields the lowest cost of capital. A point of balance where the debt and equity form a proportionate relationship, maximizing a company's wealth and minimizing its cost of capital. As a result, companies create it to regulate finances and clear off their debt burdens.